Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just 50 days away from its official release by Disney and Lucasfilm, as well as J.J. Abrams and creator George Lucas, that is all set and ready to end the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy itself. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one aspect of Episode 9 that a lot of fans are very excited about is, of course, exactly how JJ is going to really utilize the characters of Rey, Kylo, Palpatine, and more in order to really treat this film as the culmination of the Skywalker saga and exactly how it's all going to come to an end, which a lot of fans are very curious about on whether or not JJ will be able to handle the very end of Episode 9 and of this big saga that started back in 1977 by George Lucas. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very intense for Episode 9. Now, specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that both Rey and Kylo Ren are said to be fighting Palpatine inside of his throne room, where it's described that they are both using lightsabers against Palpatine's Force lightning. It said that during the sequence, both Rey and Kylo Ren are said to be struggling where they are about to be pushed back by Palpatine's Force lightning that is said to change from blue to red due to Sidious and his rising power from the beyond that he is linked to. It's explained that as this happens, both Rey and Kylo Ren begin to hear the Force Ghost voice of Anakin Skywalker's ghost, delivering them a set of ancient Jedi code in order to focus through the ways of the Force. It's Anakin's Force Ghost that is able to be seen in front of Palpatine standing behind both Rey and Kylo Ren that is now seen by Sidious that is described to overwhelm him and distract Sidious, that Anakin cannot interfere in the battle during the segment where it's said that his appearance to Palpatine is described to give Rey and Kylo Ren a chance at pushing the lightning back at Sidious. Sidious, while witnessing Anakin, is said to be in a state of confusion where he appears to be frustrated where both Rey and Ren are able to strike the lightning right at Palpatine, where he is then later nowhere to be found after a large explosion of red and blue energy. Rey and Ren believe they have killed Palpatine, but it's said that he makes a surprising return by force pushing Ben Solo into a bottomless pit. So let's go over a couple of parts about this and as to why this not only surprises me, excites me, and also, well, worries me. So let's get to the first part that worries me, and this is, of course, the demise of Ben Solo and the fate of Kylo Ren. Now, the thing about this bottomless pit that we have been hearing about constantly for the past couple of weeks, give or take, is of course that this is by far the biggest hint that Ben Solo is going to die in The Rise of Skywalker by the hands of Darth Sidious after his surprising return, after both Kylo and Rey believe that they have defeated him by literally reversing the red Force lightning back at Palpatine himself, causing a large explosion that's mixed of red and blue energy. Now, about that segment where Anakin Skywalker's Force Ghost is said to make an appearance behind both Rey and Ren, where Palpatine sees the Force Ghost of Anakin for a brief segment, it's said to be a moment in which Anakin, though he cannot interfere the actual battle against Palpatine, he is able to make an appearance to distract Palpatine. So once again, this kind of brings us back to the original drafts of Return of the Jedi, where while Palpatine is Force lightning, Luke Skywalker shooting lightning down at Luke, trying to kill him, both Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi's Force Ghosts are actually said to intervene and block the Force lightning literally back to Palpatine. Now, that was, of course, in the original drafts of Return of the Jedi, and you can see the similarities kind of here in The Rise of Skywalker. Now, with that being said, the one piece that I do want to go over is that Palpatine actually appears overwhelmed, confused, and frustrated when he does in fact see Anakin Skywalker's Force Ghost. So the big question remains, does Palpatine even know about Force Ghosts, or better yet, did he even ever know about Force Ghosts and the possibility of Jedi being able to live on through the ways of the Force in the Netherworld, right? It really does raise a question in the Disney canon material at the very least, right? Did Palpatine ever gain the knowledge that Force Ghosts are able to be a thing, just like Sith Wraiths, right? Now, we do know that Palpatine knows about the Sith realm, or should I say the spiritual realm that contains many different Sith spirits, and or known as Sith Wraiths. Palpatine knows about that. But the other thing here is that, of course, did he really know about the Force Ghosts, right? So this particular segment, you can only understand that Anakin Skywalker's presence is able to be used as a distraction for Palpatine in order to give Rey and Kylo Ren some leverage, in order to at least have some kind of a win against Palpatine, where basically he is now in a weakened state, but he's able to force push Kylo Ren into a bottomless pit, which could very well indicate that Kylo Ren is going to die, or is going to have yet another fake out death in The Rise of Skywalker, kind of like Chewbacca in the very beginning of this movie. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.